Hey everybody, I'm Ilushia. Before we begin, let me just say I'm sorry that I missed a couple of days worth of episodes. Real life got in the way, depression got in the way, and I didn't have enough stuff recorded ahead of time. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, today we're playing System Shock 2, and it's gonna be awesome. Before we began, I got back up to where we were last time and killed these two assassins. I figured I would keep doing it until I got it right, which, as it happened, only took one try, because there was some armor-piercing rounds on one of the dead guys downstairs, which I used to kill them, but it took up all my armor-piercing rounds. So, yeah, let me throw down a save point, because I just remembered that I haven't actually done that yet. And we'll keep going. A version 2 research software and 2 cyber modules. Oh, hey, our research software was upgraded. Not that I'm sure what that does exactly. I guess it makes us take less time or something. I assume there must be some advantage to that, but darn if I know what it is. It's not just a straight skill upgrade, I'm pretty sure. More dead people. Nothing on you. Ooh, more armor-piercing ammo. Armor-piercing bullets are very useful because I keep running into those stupid assassin things. And it turns out that this area is a dead end anyway. Wonderful. There was a ghost in here, but darn if I could figure out what it was doing other than listening to music. Okay, so we keep going. Ooh, pool room. Grenade dude in it that we can kill in one shot. Our lethality has gone up quite a bit. This thing is actually pretty nice. I heard that. There's a guy around here somewhere. Oh, he's probably upstairs.
Your flesh.
Meanwhile, we have a recording down here.
I've been working on dealing with all the bodies that have been stacking up. With the medbase full and the escape pods and injection tubes mysteriously locked up all of a sudden, we've got to do something with them. I've chosen the maintenance tunnel underneath the garden as an internment site. Keypad code 34093. I'm telling everyone to be careful. I don't trust the dead.
I guess that was the place where we were before, but I think we've already been through there completely, because I think I hacked all of the things in it. This is an open bracket 1, so that's one part of our activation code. Oh, there's a repairable thingy down here. Let's see what it's got to say. That was easy.
Hi there. Please
Side
make your
hypos,
selection.
armor-piercing bullets. Armor-piercing bullets are nice, but I'm kind of poor. I'm not going to bother hacking it, because most of the time hacking it doesn't get you a whole lot better stuff, and all I really need is armor-piercing bullets. We got plenty of normal bullets. Well, we got like 30-ish normal bullets. A shard crystal and a blackout Psyamp, which do me no good at all. But at least we found another piece of that passcode. So the first number is 1, I assume, because it's got an open brackets on it, which makes me believe that that is probably the start of the code. And if I go backward... Oh. Ow. Ow. Holy crud. Oh, there was a turret and a thing in there. Okay. I guess I'll be right back as I finish redoing all that stuff I just did. And we're back. I have loaded this thing up with disruption grenades, which are apparently, despite supposedly being near unstoppable at the center of the explosion, are not good enough to destroy those things. And they killed me again. I'll be right back! Again! That was kind of a waste. Alright, let's try this one more time. This time I've got armor-piercing ammo in my gun, and I've got a save point right before we fight this thing. So if I fail in here, I can just reload my save, and it won't take me very long. Yay! We got all of them this time. Haha! Armor-piercing ammo wins again! Armor-piercing ammo is the best kind of ammo, especially against these things. And I can steal some healing items off of these because I have that perk. Yay! That is turning out to rapidly be one of the most useful perks I have. That's the wrong way. This was where I came up, and there's a doorway here. So let's see what's in the doorway. It's another security room. Some disruption grenades. Healing pack, a thing of those. I don't actually need the healing pack because I got the healing off of the thing I blew up, so let's hack this. Maybe not. No. Let's try this one. Nope. Well, this could be a problem. I'm kind of low on nanites, so I can't try this all that many times. There we go. And I got me more than enough nanites to make up for it, I think. Since I only had to retry like 4 times, not like 9 times. And there's a hackable security system in there, which means I probably could have avoided that entire fight by just hacking the security. And that's the athletics area. Let's see what's down here, then. There's a 2 on my map down here, which means that this is the second floor of some area. Whoa! Suddenly, Robo-Nanny from nowhere. That was Where the heck did that come from? Suddenly spawning enemies. My bane. My truest of banes. Another recording.
They're coming! Oh no! No!
Poor Murdoch. Got really hosed. Yay, we've got a repaired thing here. Now do I have to hack it? I'm gonna hack it because, well, I can. And because I don't have passcode for this place, I don't think. Ah. Start. Nope. Yay!
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
Yes, your security access was compromised because I'm awesome like that. Ooh, 3 more EMP grenades. I guess I can use the healing item and put the EMP grenades over there. And recharge all of my stuff, which means I can go back to using the power armor instead of the regular armor. A dual circuit EMP rifle. And a switch. Which doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, no idea what that switch did. Let's climb up here. This is maintenance access to something. Come on, ladder. Ow. Quit grabbing me, ladder. Stop it. It's annoying. Either be consistently grabbing me or don't grab me at all. One of the two. Egg. I can shoot. I do not like the eggs. More EMP things, more antitoxin, and another hazard suit, which is bad news because that means there's going to be hazards somewhere in here. More of these eggs. Well, maybe not in here, but more hazards somewhere. I don't like hazards. Hazards are kind of annoying. You out. Yeah, I know, I'm probably wasting way more ammo than I need to, but I find the eggs really irritating to get close to.
Mistrust is the tyranny of the individual. Your own kind sees you as a threat.
Why do you murder our unity? No matter. The line is drawn. You will cease to be.
It is just a question of
Who will bring your end? Us?
or you.
Okay. You know, distrust is a pretty powerfully useful survival tactic, considering that, you know, there are many things out there trying to kill you, and that many of them will try to kill you quite efficiently. So, yeah, I'm still not sure I buy that they talk about. Oh, this is the exit button over here. Let's see what else there is around here. Is that? That's an access hatch of some variety. Ah, respawn point. Yay, respawn point. Finally. Finally a respawn point, so I don't have to abuse saves so much. Still kind of short on money, so I still may have to abuse them a bit, but not nearly so badly. And there's a window over there. Oh, this is the top above the place I was before, with the 2 people on the ground, I think. Yeah, that room that I was above.
Speak of the many to...
Speak of the many to what? Everyone? No one? Come on, be specific! Let's see. Crew quarters, garden, and mall. So that's where we came from. This is where we haven't been yet, I'm pretty sure. And I still don't have the crew key card, so I can't actually go that way. Wait, I heard a... What the heck? Is there a security camera behind the broken door that was seeing me? Self-destructing robots. More self-destructing robots that I do not like. What's over here? This must be the other side of that broken door, based on the way that the map is laid out. Which means that there's gotta be a security camera around here. And a robot by the sound of it. Oh! Ah! Ah! The wall between me and it. Crud, I'm completely out of ammo for that. Well, I'm completely out of standard ammo for it anyway. I've still got some anti-personnel ammo, but that's in my pistol right now, so I'm not gonna bother. More of these, and a recharge thingy. I can just use that immediately. You know, I don't technically really need it all that much. I guess I better use my grenade launcher for a while. I've got so much ammo for it, but it's kind of dangerous to use, because it tends to kill me. I'll get rid of that, because I don't really need it. I can repair my own weapons, thanks. And it doesn't do as good of a job at repairing my weapons as I do, so... I'm guessing that's another set of weapons that you need the psychic powers for. The fact that the aliens and security cameras can see you through broken doors is kind of irritating. I don't quite get that. I assume that it's just an engine thing, but I really don't know why they would do it that way. It seems very strange. The enemies can walk through broken doors really irritates me as well. Okay, looks like we've gone on a big loop and found the only thing that was really important in this area, which was that security code. There was a mention of a place downstairs that we could get through a door of in one of the files. So let me go back downstairs and look around and see whether or not I can find that door if it was one we couldn't hack. I will be right back. Alright, this looks like the place. So 34093. Okay, door open. And it's full of worms and eggs. No surprise there. I heard a nanny. Thankfully, I have a shotgun. And the shotgun's actually pretty good at killing those. I have another recharge thing, so my armor will not run out of charge anytime soon. That would be kind of important, because, well, it's power armor. Ooh, standard issue combat armor versus light combat armor. Let me just steal the standard issue combat armor. Now I have better than light armor, I think. Light armor was plus 20, yeah, that's plus 30. So I now have better permanent armor as well as my power armor, which is even better when I have electricity. Yay! And that was actually very, very close to the entrance. So, I guess the next place to go is to back off to the previous areas and see whether or not I missed some of the code somewhere. Because I suspect that I missed part of the code. This is way back into the area we were. So let me head back to the mall, and I'm going to go comb over the mall and see whether or not I can find the place that I missed the... Oh, that's the wrong way. Whether or not I can find the place where I missed the thing in the mall's paintings. Because I'm pretty sure there's one in this area, but I don't think I ever found one in this area. So I'll be right back again. Just popping in briefly to say I found a level up place here, so I'm going to hack my hacking and spend my remaining 25. Upping my strength again to give me a little more inventory space, because I'm running out of inventory space. And just for the heck of it, I'll take a little bit more health. So, I'll be right back again. So apparently I missed part of the casino up here, so let's go explore the rest of the casino. Oh, there's a person down there. Oops, I accidentally activated one of the casino's slot machines. Didn't actually mean to do that. That is an upgrade thingy. Oh, this is the way back around to the other part of the casino. How did I miss this entire chunk of the casino? I remember the window. I don't remember being able to come down here. And there is indeed a recording down here, so I definitely missed this place when I went through here before.
Forget about land grants. Forget about media. Forget about patents. What we found on Tau Ceti will change everything. I've instructed the Von Braun to change course and return to Earth. Captain Diego is in complete accord with this decision. I know that you are skeptical by nature, Miri, but I know once you embrace our discovery, you and the entire board will come over to our way of thinking.
Well, that's not a good sign at all. So apparently the Von Braun is supposed to be heading back towards Earth, which is potentially extremely bad for us. Ooh, a disposal maintenance tool. I guess I can use it on this shotgun, because I'm using the shotgun a lot right now. So it would be kind of useful to keep the shotgun in decent repair. And we can keep going, because I still haven't found where the thingy in this area is. Assuming there is one. So far I've only found 2 of them, which makes me think that there must be more that I'm missing somewhere. But I haven't seen any other paintings anywhere, except for the one painting which didn't seem to have one. So I'm going to go back to exploring and see whether or not I can find them. I'll be right back again. Okay, so somehow I completely missed that there's a shop up here with like 3 of these in it. Let's see if I can figure out whether or not any of these have a code on them. Yay! Pretty sure I've been through all that ones. That one I've been through all of them on. Oh, there's a 4. Okay, so that's a 4. 4. So I've got an open bracket 1, a 4, a 10. Oh, I hear a robot. Is it a robot up here or downstairs? Oh, it's a robot downstairs. Ah. Can't get me up here! I took way more ammo than it should have. Anyway, I don't think there's any on this one, so it looks like there's just a 4 in here somewhere that gave me the information I needed. Alright, now we need to go back to the area which had all of the civilian life in it, I think. Which is back through the security area over here, I'm pretty sure. Right? Oh, no, this is a simulation area. I got a hint that there was a place in here that someone had left all of their credits. And I might be worth it to me to go and try and figure out where it is. On the other hand, it might not. So, yeah. Well, for now I'm going to go back and explore the rest of this area and see whether or not I can find the place that I'm looking for. So, I will be right back again. Alright, it looks like there's an area on the garden level I actually haven't been through yet. Apparently there was a door in there that I never bothered to take. So we are going to go this way, and there's a whole room full of research stuff that I don't really need right now. Chemical manifest for the rec deck. I don't think I have anything that needs research. I haven't seen anything that needs researching for a while, too. I apparently recharged the empty power cell I had found a while back, but I don't know where it goes, so that's actually not very helpful right now. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know what kind of research, what kind of software that was. It was apparently better than whatever I had. Let me repair my shotgun again. And hack this other thing and get, 50 thingies and 4 worm clusters. Okay, why do I want worm clusters? Uses ammunition by exotic annelid-based weaponry. The worms can be collected using beakers, anti-beakers on piles of worms. Okay, so if you're using the annelid weapons, you'll have to find and collect those from worm piles in order to reload them. Okay, good to know. Oh, that's a chunk of ceiling, which means there's going to be worms in here somewhere. I heard that. Worms are over here. Guess I'm wasting ammo on worms because I really don't like fighting worms with the wrench, because hitting things below you with the wrench is a huge pain, as I've mentioned several times, and demonstrated pretty reliably over and over again. Oh, there's a worm in the ceiling. Egg on the ceiling over there. I'm surprised neither of those hatched when I was walking near them. Why did none of those hatch? They should have hatched when I walked near them. Usually they do. That's weird. What's in here? Psi-hypo I don't care about. What do you have? Nothing, and a healing hypo, which is actually kind of useful. Well, will eventually be useful, I'm sure. I am down a little bit on health, but I do have 2 full healing items in my inventory right now. Ooh, looks like that end room is a connector to a room with a broken door and some other area, which is an entrance to the crew quarters, and there's a hackable terminal up here. Oh, this is where the respawn point was, which I have been to, so I've been near this place, but never quite to this place, I don't think. Come down here. Ooh, lots of frag grenades. I really ought to be using my grenade launcher at this point. I've got so much ammo for it. It's kind of dangerous in closed quarters, though. Alright, so we go back through here. And this is the chunk that I have not been to before, so let's see what's over here. Yeah, I've been in here, so I guess it was just that little area here with the 2 side rooms that I hadn't been in. Huh. Alright, well, there was still no more paintings in here, so I'm still a little stuck on what the passcode is. So let me go back to exploring again. So I went to the essential simulation place again because I was poking around, and I found that I've listened to the recording and put the right code, and you get 500 nanites and the 10 cyber modules for going in there. So yeah, it might actually be worth the time and effort to go and do that. And I say might in the sense that it might be worth it to put yourself out if you've been lit on fire. So I'll be right back again as I continue my search for the last couple of numbers. Not having much luck with that, finding lots of other things though. Alright folks, I've been all over the 3 areas that I can have access to as thoroughly as I can manage, and I haven't found anything. I haven't found a single thing that I seem to have missed at this point. I haven't found any more of the code, I haven't found any passcodes that would let me access the 2 doors that I can't get past into either of the 2 areas. I feel that there should be a thing available to me at this point to get me through the door in here into the rest of the athletics sector in order to let me get the rest of the code and finish this, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So maybe I've just completely overlooked it and it's in some corner somewhere and I'm just not seeing it. I genuinely have no idea what to do from here. I've got a charged power conduit, but I haven't seen anywhere to use a power node, so that's not doing me any good as far as I can tell. There aren't any doors that are closed but seem like they ought to be able to be opened. I genuinely have no idea what I'm missing here, but I'm clearly missing something. So I'm really sorry. I hate to leave without having actually done any major progress this time around, but especially after a couple of days of not having anything online, but I really have no idea where I'm going from here. I may actually have to go and refer to some kind of walkthrough or something at this point, because I'm completely lost. So I'm really sorry, but at this point I really don't know what else to do. But this is a surgical unit activated, so I can actually fully heal myself there. So I'm just gonna save and call it quits here at this point, since I've been at this for almost an hour and I still just can't figure it out. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys next time when hopefully I'll have a better idea what I'm doing. Apologies.